Perfect. All right, so go ahead, lay all the way down on that mat, and then go ahead and bring your knees into your chest to start, and just take that nice little rock from side to side right here. Just giving that lower back a little bit of a massage into the mat. And then go ahead and set your feet flat for me. You're gonna lift your hips up towards that ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under me and just hold here for about 30 seconds. We're gonna get right into it. What I want you to think about doing is relaxing your shoulders and then take that big inhale. When you exhale, tuck your tailbone under. I want you to find a really big squeeze right in that center glute. And so you're not thrusting those hips forward, they are staying square. You're gonna bring the weight into your heels, lifting up those toes. Take one more big inhale here. You have about 8 seconds left on that exhale, squeezing glutes. We're gonna go into a full range bridge in 4, 3, good, 2. You're gonna lower down to a hover, lift and squeeze. Lower down to a hover, lift and squeeze. So what I want you to think to yourself here is nice, slow and controlled pace. You're thinking about lifting those toes, so you should keep the weight in those heels. As you're lifting up, think about tucking your tailbone under. So it's not just that thrust, it's that tuck, lift, and squeeze for me right at the top. You've got about 15 seconds here. Stay in that slow 1 count down and then 1 count up. Just really enjoying that nice squeeze and stretch since it's just your warm up. It's fine if it turns into a 2 count. As you lower down, you're barely kissing that mat, and then you lift right back up with control. In 5 seconds, we're gonna stay at the top. In 4, good. In 3, last 2, meet me at the top and hold right here. Make sure hips are square, press hands into the mat. We're gonna march those feet. So right leg goes to tabletop, and then that left leg goes to tabletop. So you're just alternating those lips, thinking about keeping those hips high, pulling knees into your chest, and rotating the weight from that right foot to that left foot. So every time that you lift all the way up to the top, you're thinking to yourself right here, am I squeezing through that right cheek? Am I squeezing through that left cheek? As you're holding on to it and breathing right here, you have about 15 seconds left. Keep pressing into that mat, lifting that right foot to tabletop and then that left foot to tabletop for me. You're gonna bring both feet down on that mat in 5, in 4, keep your hips lifted. In 3, good. In 2, hold for me on 1. Now I want you to give me little tiny pulses right at the top of your range. Think less about just that lift, more about that tuck under. So as you're lifting, you're rolling that hip under as if your belly button was going to come towards that forehead. You have about 15 seconds left in your pulses. We're going to put this together with your full range. In 10 and 9, keep squeezing. 8, really think about center booty staying lifted, holding on to that squeeze. 3 seconds here. 2, and you hold. On that last one, you're going to come down to that hover, lift up. 2, 3. So it's a full range, and then 3 pulses at the top right here. More than halfway through the series, really let those glutes fire up. As you come down to the bottom, think about that big inhale, exhale, get everything back to the top. 3 pulses when you're at the top of that range, and then lower down to that hover right back into it. Big squeeze, that counts as 1, and then you give me those 2 more pulses at the top. So as you're coming down, remember, inhale to lower, exhale, lifting and squeezing. You're gonna hold for me at the top in about 5 seconds. So get 1 more full range. In the end of those 3 squeezes, just freeze for me right at the top. You're gonna go back into your marches. You're gonna lift right leg to tabletop, set it back down, then that left leg to tabletop. You have 1 change and a hold left, and then you're out of it. So you should be really nice and warm here. As you're alternating, try to keep those hips square, keeping those hips lifted, tucked under right here. 15 seconds in your marches for me. You're gonna hold at the top. You've got it. You've got 1 change and a hold, 1 change and a hold. As you're marching these feet, think about driving that knee up and then placing it down nice and gracefully with that control. You're gonna hold both feet at the bottom. In 3, you've got it. In 2, on 1, reset right here. Last change before your final hold. You're gonna lift both heels and lower those heels. Lift both heels and lower. So you lift and tuck, lower down. Lift and tuck, lower down. Let those calves start to get warm. Feel your glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs starting to talk to you. Less than 15 seconds right here. Heels are gonna stay lifted. You're in your final hold in 8. In 7, keep going. 6, here's where it starts to really turn on. 4 and 3, Final 2, keep those heels lifted. Can you walk your feet in? Can you lift your hips up any higher? Can you bring the weight into those first 3 toes? Now reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Find your final 20 seconds right here. Hold on to it. Really big inhale and exhale. Don't lose it. You only have 10 seconds to go. Can you reach 1 inch further? Can you tuck hips under? In 5 seconds, you're going to rest. In 4, you have it. 3 and 2, lower your heels, lower your glutes, pull your knees into your chest. Take that first rest as you give yourself that nice little rock from side to side right there. Big inhale and big exhale. From here, you're going to bring your knees into tabletop for me. Bring your hands behind your head, and you're going to go into that regular crunch up, lower down with control. Exhale, regular crunch up, lower down with control. So you're pressing your head into your hands. You're not pulling on that neck. Every time you lower down, you get ready to give me that big exhale to come right back up to the top. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Good. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. You're going to start alternating, reaching that right hand past that left knee, just one side. In 3, you're going to come up and reach to that left side, right hand. In 2, on this next one, you're going to come up, you're going to reach your right hand, bring it back behind your head, lower down. Lift up, reach that right hand past that left knee, come all the way back down. So you're just giving me that really nice reach, starting to wake up your obliques here. You're welcome to keep your hand lifted if you'd like, or you can bring it back behind your head as you lower down. Give me that big exhale and that reach. 15 seconds right here. Again, everything slow and controlled. Think basic, but think, can you breathe into it? Can you reach a little bit further? Good. You have 5 seconds. You have it. Exhale, reach and squeeze. In 3 seconds, you're going to switch sides. In 2, on 1, left hand reaches past that right knee now, and then you bring your hand back behind your head. Exhale, reach, squeeze, inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and squeeze, inhale, lower. So you're taking your time now. We've got that right side and that left side waking up. You're still in a full range, trying to find that really big pinch at the top. Give me 10 more seconds here before we alternate. In 8, in 7, good. In 6, in 5, you've got 4 and 3, final 2. Alternate for this last 30 seconds. You're reaching to that left side, you reach to that right side. I want a full crunch every time. You're going to lower down. You're going to take a tiny break in about 15 seconds. So keep rolling through. Can you come up 1 inch higher? Can you exhale as you reach? You've got it. 5, 4, final 3 and 2. Last reach on 1. Come all the way down. Bring knees into your chest for a second. First little rock from side to side. Everything should be warm here. You're going to come back into that tabletop position. You're going to reach your hands up overhead. Option to keep head, neck, and shoulder down. Option to lift up, look between those legs. You're going to go into that opposite reach dead bug. So right leg, left arm, exhale, come back to center, right arm and that left leg. If it is too much to keep head, neck, and shoulders lifted, you'll keep head, neck, and shoulders down. You're still going to feel this, really fighting for that extension and that reach. Think inhale as you extend, and then you're going to exhale, pull that lower back into the mat as you bring everything back to center for me. Nice. You're going to meet me at the top in 10 seconds. So go through it really nice and controlled. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you come back to center. You've got 5 seconds here. 4 and 3. Beautiful. 2. Come into center on 1. Lower head, neck, and shoulders. Reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, reach towards your ankles, pulse up, 2, 3, full lower down. Exhale, reach, pulse up, good, 2, 3, hit those upper abs, lower down. Exhale to reach, pulse it up, 2, 3, lower down. Stay in this for me, 1 change and then you get another break. Breathe at the top, try to extend and point through those toes as they're in that nice tabletop, reaching those fingertips, shoulders relaxed. You're gonna stay lifted for me on this next one. Bring your hands behind your head, hit your bicycles. Last change before a break. Nice and controlled, switch and switch. pointing through those toes, finding that full extension every time. Can you bring that elbow past that knee or at least to that knee, reaching and tapping? You have 15 seconds and a break. I need you to fight for this last little bit. Give me 10, switch 9, you've got it, 8 and a rest, 7 and 6, hold on to it, 5 and 4, you rest in 3 and 2, 1, rest. Knees come into your chest, take that rock from side to side. Glutes should be warm, abs should be warm. You're gonna do me a favor and you're gonna rock yourself up and meet me in a forearm plank in 3, in 2, go ahead and rock yourself up. You're gonna walk your forearms onto that mat, walk those legs together, meet me in that forearm plank, and just find that nice controlled hold right here. So as you're pressing into that mat, I want you to think about the weight in the balls of those feet. You're gonna squeeze your legs together. I'm okay with your hips lifted because then you're gonna tuck them under. You're gonna press that mat away from you, thinking about shoulders staying relaxed right here. As you're in this plank, I want you to think about everything that you just worked, because if you lift your hips up just a hair and tuck them under, you're going to feel your center booty that you just warmed up in your bridge work. If you pull belly button to your spine and really think about engaging that core, contracting through it, you're going to feel that ab work you just did. 30 seconds to go, and then you're going to find a child's pose. We're going to get into a little bit of arm work before we hit those legs again. Take a big inhale here and then take that exhale. Good. You've got about 20 seconds left. From here, you have the option for the last 20 seconds to walk your feet out, out, in, or you can hold right where you are in center. So you can walk out, out, in, or just hold on to it. It's only 10 seconds. It's that last little bit pushing you right over so that you need that break in 8, in 7. Good. It's out, out, in. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your child's pose. Rest. Open knees up nice and wide. You're out of that warm up in those abs and those legs. Think about really letting that chest fold forward as you reach to the front of that mat. Hold there for 3. Hold there for 2. And then on 1, you'll walk your hands in. You're going to be Indian style on that mat. Option here, if you need to keep a leg extended, you can, or you can sit crisscross applesauce. You're gonna grab your light weights, 2, 3s, or your balas, whatever you'd like to do for some seated arm work here. So take that big inhale here for me and relax your shoulders so they pull away from that neck, yes, away from those ears. We need them near your neck. And then pull belly button in. From here, weights are gonna come into that goalpost position. You're gonna squeeze to parallel, and then you're just gonna open back up. I want you to think as you squeeze that imaginary beach ball, can you contract through your abs, and then you press everything open. So those elbows, they stay in line with your shoulders. It's as if you're squeezing that beach ball, squeezing those weights. You've got about 10 seconds left right here. 9, think about your shoulders to start. In 7, good. In 6, we're gonna leave arms wide. In 5, in 4, final 3, give me 1 more squeeze to center. In 2, now hold those arms open right here. You're just gonna give me little pulses up for 10, 9, shoulders will start to talk to you. 8 and 7, keep contracting through your belly. 6 and 5, beautiful. 4 and 3, you've got it. 2, hold on 1 right here. You're gonna rotate arms down, rotate them back up. Rotate arms down, rotate back up. Good. You're gonna give me 10 and 9, go for 8 and 7, final 6 right here. 5, we're at that halfway point in our shoulders. In 4, in 3, hold them up. In 2, last 1, now freeze. Left arm doesn't move. You're just gonna press right arm up 6 times right here. Good. Big reach and we pull. I know those shoulders are starting to talk to you. 3 more on this right side. 3, good. Final 2, we go into that left side. Last 1 right here. Hold that right side elbow lifted. Don't let it fall. Hit that left side. So you're pressing and you're pulling right here. Pressing and we're pulling. 3 to go. 3 and lower. 2 and lower. We have 6 together. 1 hold and you're out of your shoulders. Press up. 6, pull down. Press up. 5, big pull. You've got it. 4 and pull. Final 3 and pull. Good. 2 to go right here. 2 to go. On this last 1, you hold right here. Extend those arms out. Freeze. Give me a soft bend in those elbows. Take a big inhale here and then extend, lock out arms and twist palms to the back. 10 seconds and you're out. 9, 8, 7, you can do it. Squeeze triceps, 6 and 5, final 4, 3, 2, weights come down for a moment, rest. Bring right arm across your chest. We're gonna give that shoulder a little bit of a stretch before we go into your biceps. Take a big inhale here. Roll out that wrist if you need. Open those arms back up. Bring that opposite arm across. And then roll out that wrist if you need to here. Big pull of your shoulder. Now lean that head towards your shoulder that you have pulled across. Back to center. And then we're going to grab those weights one more time. You're going to come into that nice V position here. And then I want you to walk your arms to that halfway point. So keep your hands below your shoulders. Start to focus on your biceps. So think about squeezing that weight. And as you squeeze that weight, your biceps will contract. You're going to start just pulsing out an inch in an inch, out an inch in an inch. So you're giving me a really nice long reach. And as you're reaching, you're thinking, can I contract and squeeze that weight and squeeze my bicep? Like I'm trying to press towards a magnetic wall, but it's pressing me back. You've got 8 seconds here. 7, keep pressing. In 6, we're going to circle those arms towards the midline. In 3, in 2, on 1, hold right here and just start to circle those arms. So you're thinking about the squeeze in those weights and you're thinking about reaching. So if you're down here, if you've got anything further to really reach them out and fire everything up, you've got 5 seconds before we reverse opposite direction, squeezing that weight, feeling your bicep get nice and warm. In 3, you're going to reverse. In 2, here we go, reverse that circle, tiny and controlled squeezes, tiny and controlled squeezes. You have 8 seconds here. 7, good. In 6, and 5, you have it. 4 and 3, beautiful. 2, hold on 1, drop down 1 inch, then up 1 inch. Not out, it's down and up. Down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Squeezing through that bicep, letting everything get nice and warm. We've got a high curl in 5. Keep pressing out and in 4. Good. In 3. In 2, on 1, give me a full extension, pull that weight in. I know that your elbows are off of your rib cage. Think about it. 10 and 9. You've got 8 and a hold, 7 and a hold, 6 and 5. Keep pulling, keep pressing. 4 and 3. Final 2. Last pull in. Now extend those arms. Find that nice big reach. I do want a soft bend in your elbow. Hold 10 and you're out. 9 and 8. Can you reach any further for me? Yes. Reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3 and 2, 1, rest. Put those weights down for me. You're going to come into your all 4 to finish out your triceps. So we've got shoulders warm, biceps warm, and now we'll finish out triceps. So as you come into your all 4 position for me, we're going to single out that tricep work today. Right hand will take that weight to start. Again, in that all 4, really pulling belly button in tight. You're going to lift that weight up and then you're going to bring that hand down to tap that mat. Big lift and squeeze. Think about, can you reach further to the back of the room? As you tap those fingers, you're squeezing your tricep. That weight is in your hand. You can have a bala or you can have no weight at all. But think about the big squeeze at the top. So challenge yourself to get into that contraction. Relax your shoulders here and think to yourself, as you're pressing that mat away, you're really pulling belly button in towards spine. And you're going to give me 5 seconds more. 4, 3, and you stay at the top. 2, now hold at the top, pulsing up an inch, down an inch. Your goal is to stay above your hips and squeeze your triceps as much as you can in that nice up an inch and down an inch. I want you to think about reaching and finding length. So can you reach to the wall behind you while you're lifting up 1 inch and down 1 inch? You turn this into body weight whenever you need to, but you're pulsing. 10 and 9, you have it. 8 and 7, you can do it. 6 and 5, final 4 and 3, you've got it. 2, hold on 1. You're going to tap that hand down. You're going to give me 1 pulse at the top. We're going to get up to 10. Tap that weight down. Give me 2 pulses at the top. Tap that weight down. 3 pulses. 3 and 2 on 1. Let's hit it. 4 pulses right here. 4, 3, 2 and 1. 5 pulses. It's 5, 4, 3 and 2 on 1. Tap it down. You've got it. 6 and 5, final 4 and 3, last 2 on 1. We're already at 7. You can do it. 7 and 6, pulse 5 and 4. You've got 3 and 2. We're already up to 8. Full tap, big lift. You've got it. 8 and 7. Keep reaching. 6 and 5. 2 to go. It's 4 and 3. Final 2. Tap it down right here. It's 9 and 8. Here's where you have to fight. Go 6 and 5. Keep going. 4 and 3, last 2 on 1, 10 little lifts and a hold, 10 little lifts and a hold, you can do it, 8 and 7, don't beat yourself, look towards the edge of your mat, protect that neck, you've got it, 5, 4 and a hold, 3 and a hold, 2, hold right here, breathe, take a big inhale, can you squeeze a little tighter, can you lift 1 inch higher, it's 5, 4, 3, and 2 on 1, bring that hand down, both hands are underneath of your shoulders, walk right foot back, left foot back, find your high plank while you're tired, press that mat away from you, and just hold your plank. Left arm's up next, but I want you to hold on to it. Yes, you started dominant, you drop weights whenever you need to. I need 20 seconds in this plank. What I need you to think about right here is, can you take a big inhale? Can you pull belly button towards that spine? Weight is in the balls of your feet. If their legs are not glued together, I'm okay with it if you need that extra stability. If not, they're glued together. Shoulders find that nice relaxed position. Look towards the edge of your mat. Just 10 seconds right here. Knees come back down. No rest. We pick up that left side weight in 4, 3, 2, drop knees down. You should be fatigued right here. You got to fight through this side. Weight comes into that left hand. You start with that full range controlled movement. So notice we're not going fast, because I want you to think about squeezing your tricep, but reaching those fingers long and strong. When you reach that arm up, you're focused on the squeeze in your tricep. Your shoulder is going to be a little bit fatigued here, but think to yourself, can you squeeze any tighter in that tricep? 5 and 4, good, big squeeze. 3 and 2. On 1, you're gonna hold at the top and you're gonna give me those controlled pulses. As you're squeezing here, you're reaching towards the back of the room, you're squeezing that weight, you're contracting that tricep. All you're thinking about is, where can I squeeze? Where can I find length? Is my belly pulled in and my core stabilizing this movement? 8, 7, the combo movements, worst part, last part, 5 and 4, before we put it together in 3, in 2, here we go. You're gonna tap down, 1 lift. Tap down, 2 and 1. We're adding it together. We're already at 3. It's 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Good. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Let's hit it. 5. Big lifts right here for 4, 3, 2 and 1. 6. Big lift. It's 5, 4. Good. 3 and 2 on 1, you tap it down. 7, 6, good, lift for 4, 3, 2 and 1, tap it down. It's 8, 7, 6 and 5, big lifts. It's 4, 3, 2, tap it down. 8, you're almost out of this, you can do it. 8 and 7, reach it. 6 and 5, keep going. 4, you have this. 3 and 2, here's 9, tap it down, big lift, good. 8 and 7, one more round and a hold, and 5, you can do it. 4, keep it up there. 3 and 2 on 1, last one right here. 10 little pulses, 10 little pulses, yes you can. 10, look to the edge of that mat. 8 and 7, you have 6 more squeezes. 5 and a hold, 4 and a hold, 3, 2, here's where you freeze. Squeeze that weight, squeeze that tricep, fight, fight, fight. Empty out the tank right here. 5 and you rest. 4 and 3, you drop it down. 2 and 1, you rest. Drop weight down, come all the way back. I'm gonna have you meet me right on your right side, Keep doing some leg work. We're moving quickly here. You're gonna meet me on that right side. You don't need any weight. So the left side is still lifted here for me. You're gonna take that top leg and extend it to that front corner. So that right knee is bent. Left arm is gonna go ahead and press into the mat. Arms are fatigued, I know. You're gonna lift that leg up. Now I don't need to see how flexible everyone is. I want you to think in that nice diagonal, pointing through that toe. Now, I don't want that toe facing up. I want that toe facing down or forward. From here, you're gonna give me a little bend and press, like you're trying to flick something off of your leg. So think about how we got into that center booty in your bridge work. Now I just wanna come into that outer thigh, little bit of that inner thigh, and then your corner pocket of your booty. You have 8 seconds right here. 7, I know that was a quick transition. 6 and 5, beautiful. 4 and 3, just little tiny flicks. 2, Hold on one right here. Take that knee, tap that elbow, full extension. So you might need to walk your hand closer to your face so that you have more of a reach. We're in your oblique and we're in your outer thigh right here. Good. 10, 9, and 8. Keep going. 7 and 6. We reach. 5 and 4. Hold it out. In 3. Hold it out. In 2. Last tap right here. We hold. You tap it down. Lift and squeeze. Tap it in and out. You tap it down. Lift and squeeze. Pull it in and out. Notice how your toe is going to want to rotate. Keep it pointing down, and then you pull it in with control. So think 2 separate movements. I want the full tap, that big lift, and then you pull that knee towards your elbow before you extend it all the way back out. You're going to hold it at the top. We're back to where we started in 5, in 4, wherever you are, in 3, in 2, after you get that last one and hold it, little bend and press again, little bend and press again. Really internally rotate. Keep those hips square. You've got this. You're pressing that left hand into the mat. Give me 10, 9. Here's where you should start to feel this. 8 and a hold, 7 and a hold, 6 and 5. Yes, you can. 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold for me. Isometric hold. I need you to contract. That leg should be as hard as a rock. Point through your toe. Press into that mat. You're going to lower that leg down in 5. Yes, you can. In 4. In 3. Beautiful. 2. Lower that leg all the way down. Pull your knees in. You're going to come right into your all 4 position again. Extend that same leg. Left leg goes back. Lift it up and hold. Back to that little bend and extend. Back to that little bend and extend. You're just in your hamstring. 3 changes and you're out of the side. Hold on to it for me. Tiny little bend and press right here. Tiny little bend and press. You have it. Remember, last 3 changes on this side, we hit that other side. Hold for me right where you are. Breathe there. I want you to tap that toe down and lift it right back up. So your focus here is to keep everything long and strong. Tap toe down, lift, squeeze your glute. Tap toe down, lift, squeeze your glute. All you have is a hold left. I'm just getting you into the transition in your other side. 8 seconds right here. 7 and 6. Hold on to it. Tap and lift. No bend in that knee. It's like there's a cast on that leg. Hold for me in 3, in 2. Now lift that toe back up. Everything's at hip height. Retuck that tailbone. Flex your foot for the last 10 seconds. Think about you are squeezing center booty, hamstring. It's so lengthened because there's no bend in that knee. Press that mat away. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. You're coming all the way down and you're going to meet me right on that left side. So your right leg is working. Dominant side here. This was that nice part. Press your hand into that mat. Legs are stacked to start at that 90. You're going to extend that top leg to the corner of your mat. Press into it with that right hand. Internally rotate that toe. We're going to lift it up and you're going to meet me in that bend and press. Full body workout. If you couldn't tell, we're on the mat the whole time. You're in your last couple exercises. We've got to finish off this leg. So think about outer thigh here. Keep belly button pulled in. As you're bending and extending, it's like a little rest, and then you contract. Little bend and extend. Good. You have 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. That knee comes in to tap that elbow in 3, in 2, in 1. You bring the in to tap, full extension. I'm fine if it touches that tricep. I'm fine if it hits that elbow. I just want it slow and controlled. Tap, reach, squeeze. Tap, reach, squeeze. So don't feel like you need to rush where that contraction is coming in. As you give me that full extension, you then pull in, pinching those obliques, and then you reach it long again. We're going to add in that nice tap that we were doing before. So you're going to give me that nice tap and that big lift. We go right into that combo in 5, 4, 3, and 2. Hold it out on 1. We tap it down, lift it, squeeze, in and extend. You've got it. Tap, lift, squeeze, pull it in and extend. Every time you lift, you're giving yourself that pinch, full extension, and you want to try to keep that toe internally rotated. I'm okay. I want you to feel that pinch happening in your obliques before you extend and tap down. You're right back to where you started in that little bend and extend in 5. Lift for 4, In 3, good. 2, wherever you are, meet me at the top, go right back into that bend and extend. Notice it's a soften in that muscle and a contraction squeeze. Soften in that muscle, contraction, squeeze. It's almost like you have something on the top of your toe and you're trying to flick it off, like you want to get rid of it. But think about it as a soften and then a contraction, really big squeeze. So it's a little bend and then a really big reach. Yep. You've got 5 seconds in a hold. You should be on fire. If you're doing it right, you're warm right here. 3 and 2, hold on 1. The last 10 seconds is the worst. Press into that mat. You're coming right into your all 4 after this. Extend that leg. Remember, hard as a rock. You've got 5, 4, 3, and 2. We drop that leg down. We want to take the break, but we're going to give ourselves 3 more changes and then we finish class on our backs. If being on your hands was too much and you need to come to your forearms, wrists have seen a lot, I'm fine with it. Full extension, lift that leg up. Hold right here. You're right back into that bend and extend. My friends who need to be on your forearms, that's fine. Think to yourself, shoulders still stay proud, top of the foot faces that mat. If you want to be on those wrists, giving your shoulders a little bit more work, you can. You're just giving me that bend and extend right here. 3 changes, which means you need to give this leg the same amount of love as the other one. Bend and extend right there. Fighting through in that movement, that really big squeeze. Yep, you've got it. 10, 9, full range in 8, full range in 7. Are you breathing? Don't clench that jaw. Don't start to hold your breath. 4, you get to breathe in this class. 3 and 2 on 1. Hold for me. You tap toe down, lift, squeeze. Think about how basic and controlled this is. Lift, squeeze. Everything comes from that center booty. I want you to think about a long, lean, controlled leg right here. You've got about 10 seconds left. 9, full extension of that leg. You squeeze that center booty as tight as you can. 10 and 9. We had to go back to the top. 8 and 7. Give me those lifts. 6 and a hold. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Hold at the top. Press that mat away from you, just like when we're in that hold in our plank. Can you point through that toe any further? Can you squeeze that glute? Pull belly button in. Give me 5. Give me 4. Yes, you can. 3 and 2 on 1. Bring that knee in. You're going to open both knees up. You get a child's pose before you come to your back. We're almost out of it. Take the big inhale here. Take that big exhale. If you need to take a sip of water, you can. And then you get to meet me on your back. We get to finish in those abs. Very light on our planks. Only 2 today. No push-ups. What a little gift we had. You're going to come back flat on that mat for me. You're going to take a big inhale. And you're just going to let your lower back sink into the mat, almost like your tailbone is tucked right here. Keep your feet flat for me and bring your hands back behind your head. From here, you're going to take a big inhale and then you're going to exhale. You're going to lift. You're going to hold at the top. You're going to bring your right hand behind your leg, left hand. You're going to walk yourself up as high as you can. You're going to hold for me. Now you're going to bring your right hand back behind your head, left hand, and lower down with control. Take a big inhale. Do it again. Exhale, lift. Then take those hands, let your hands walk you to that highest part of that crunch. Slowly, left hand, right hand, hold, then lower down. Take your time. This should feel hard. Exhale to lift. Now take your hands behind your thighs. Walk yourself to that highest point. Don't just fall down. Bring right hand behind your head, left hand, I don't care which one. Slight hold, lower down. You're just going to do it one more time for me. Lower all the way down. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, lift to that highest point. Elbows are wide to get up there. Your hands come behind your thighs. Walk yourself to the top for me. Bring your hands behind your head. Now give me 6 pulses up. 6. Oh yeah. 5 right there. 4 and you lower. 3 and you lower. 2 and you lower all the way back down. Nice job right there. Take a big inhale. Abs should be warm. Now is when I want you to keep your head, neck, and shoulders down and bring your legs to tabletop. Hands can come down to your side for me. I want your knees to go right over top of those hips. Shins parallel with the mat. You're going to tap that right toe down. You're going to tap that left toe down. You can even bring your hands to your lower abs. I know you think what's happening is you're taking a break, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna breathe through this. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. You can feel your lower abs contract to pull in as you find that 90. Extra challenge, you can always reach those toes a little bit further. Lower back does not leave the mat. This is much harder than people realize because you have so much control happening in that lower body. Give me 4, 3 to go. I need one more tap each side. 2 to go right here. On that last one, come back up to center. Hands come behind your head. Lift up, slow bicycle, twist, twist. Beautiful, twist and twist right here. Don't give up on that twist. You're in your bicycles for a full 20 seconds more. You have this. Really finding that nice reach. If you can start to speed it up for this last 15 seconds, you're just gonna twist, twist. You can go as slow as you, or as fast as you need to, but I need you to really think about the fight. 10 seconds right here, it's 9 and 8, give me 7 and 6, hold on to it, 5 and 4, you've got 3 and 2, rest on 1, knees come into your chest. Find that nice hug in with those legs, taking that rock from side to side right here. And then when you're ready, you're gonna rock yourself up to that seated position. Left forearm will come over to that left side, right arm reaches over top. I'm gonna fly through just a hint of a stretch for you. I know you'll stretch more after. Right forearm comes to that mat, big reach. And then I want you to just take both hands up to the ceiling when you can. Gaze goes up to that ceiling. And as you bring your hands together, you'll bring them down to heart center, just thanking yourself for working so hard today. Taking one more big inhale, and then on that exhale, big release. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you next week.